Terrell here, and I'm back again with another review, this time for the new Doctor Who coming on Disney Plus May 10th with two new episodes. The first time in Doctor Who history we have gotten two episodes released at once. This is the new Doctor Who starring Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson as the new companion for Time and Space. Man, I gotta say, me, like so many others, like I've been completely skeptical of this show. I was a little bit more comfortable after watching the Christmas special, the Church on Ruby Road, which is like the start of Ncuti Gatwa's story. If you guys are watching this, you're pretty sure you're aware of the regeneration into Ncuti Gatwa, the bi-regeneration, this new thing that we've gotten, courtesy of the toy maker. Like I said, it's a hard act to follow. I mean, you had David Tennant come back as the 14th Doctor, and here like I said, we got Ncuti Gatwa. Regardless of, I understand like the baggage that this show holds with its continuity and a lot of other stuff. I could completely understand why a lot of people would step away from it, or they would be done with it, or feel as though the writers now don't have any respect for the fans or the lore in general. There, like I said, is a big Doctor Who fan myself. There was a lot that took me to process to kind of get back to watching this. But I do think Ncuti's run so far with these two episodes, which is Space Babies, and I want to make sure I get this right. So it's the first episode, Space Babies, and The Devil's Cord. So like I said, we get two episodes. I do think out of those two, this is the most, since Tennant coming back, this has felt like Doctor Who. Again, this is no disrespect to Jodie Whittaker and her incredible run as the Doctor. I guess that'd be the 13th Doctor. No disrespect to her run, but the writing just was not there, unfortunately. And it sucks. Say what you want. I mean, nothing to do with her being a woman, first time Doctor. It just wasn't. She was not supportive with writing, and it just also sucks too that during her run that we were dealing with COVID and everything like that. So there's a lot of factors there that but overall the writing just sucked. There were very few episodes. On top of that, the Timeless Child being the controversy that it was, putting us where we are now. They're making it very clear they're not running away from that. They're embracing it. Everything that Chris Chibnall did, whether it been good or bad, whether you agree with that, it's here to stay. I mean, it's all canon. I know a lot of people were hoping to just have a lot of stuff reset, hoping it didn't happen. But yeah, big thank you to Disney for the first two episodes of the show. Appreciate that. Like I said, was able to watch these first two episodes, and I'm gonna talk about the first one, which is Space Babies. Now, this one, like I said, this was one of those episodes of Doctor Who, like this would be an episode like I wouldn't necessarily bring in for a new Doctor Who fan. Now, again, this show's entire thing is like this is going to be the jumping off point for anybody that wants to jump into Doctor Who. You don't want to have to watch everything that came before it. I definitely see that, but as also a longtime Doctor Who fan, I feel like this episode was a little. This might have been a little too much for people that don't normally watch the show because it's weird. And Doctor Who is a little bit of everything. It can be weird, it can be funny, it could be serious. This is a show that literally has different forms, literally. But this first episode, like I said, is, if the title implies, we're dealing with space babies and, the monster that goes bump in the night. So, the Doctor and Ruby are trying to figure out the why. This is the first adventure off planet. I feel like it's always kind of the staple. With Tennant and Rose, we had New Earth. Rose and Eccleston, we had the the episode where they watched the Earth blow up. I want to say Smith and Amy I want to say that episode was the Space Beast one when they had to make a decision if they were going to kill it or let it free. But usually, like a lot of these episodes, the first ones, they're usually off planet. But like I said, I didn't hate it. I just thought like it was definitely just a, to the average person, it might have been a little too weird. Ultimately, I didn't like the resolution of the episode, but that's neither here or there. Um, to the overall, you could definitely tell going into the show too that there was a lot of money being put into this. You could definitely tell that Disney, regardless of, I doubt they have like whatever creative control that people think they have. They could tell that they got the Marvel glow up, like, you know, when Disney bought Marvel and you started to see like a big improvement in like the movies and stuff like that. You could definitely see that here. And this is definitely a show that really needed that extra polish, especially when you're dealing with time travel and a whole lot of stuff like dealing with space and alien stuff like that. It looks really good. Regardless, the babies themselves in the episode, again, just weird. Like the whole concept is just weird. But again, this is Doctor Who. I mean, nothing is off the table. Nothing is off limits to the show whatsoever. But like I said, this is the first episode. Like I said, I'm just surprised that we were even getting 2 episodes. I think the entire thing is supposed to be an 8-episode run. But that could be a lot now to like Doctor Who is kind of focused from, I guess, its regular TV format to now streaming, because now it's on like the iPlayer thing for BBC. And of course, we're getting it here on Disney Plus. So of course, Disney Plus does not have all of the modern Doctor Who, which would be, you know, Eccleston up to Jodie. That is on another streaming platform altogether. Pretty much like you got to go everywhere if you're really trying to watch Doctor Who, or, you know, buy it, you know, however you want to do it. The second episode though, of the new Doctor Who, The Devil's Court, has got to be one my favorite of the season so far. Out of Ncuti's 3 episodes, this was one of my favorites. This definitely hits on a lot of the ramifications of the toy maker. This hits into a whole nother realm of Doctor Who kind of dealing with stuff outside of the science fiction. The rules of stuff don't necessarily make sense to anything anymore. I know with a lot of Doctor Who, the lore and the rules of time travel kind of make or break the show. Like I said before, if you really were paying attention, if you were paying attention to a lot of stuff that was going on with the toy maker and even the Doctor himself, and just the overall rules of this universe now have changed. Which, like I said, which makes this show completely unpredictable. You have no idea where it's going to go, how it's going to go. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, the hero has to win because this is the show that's been going on for 50, 60 years. But still, you're still a little bit doubtful of like, okay, how is it going to go going forward? The acting, I think, is phenomenal. We get a special guest, which has already been announced, that we're getting the Beatles within this episode. I'm not necessarily going to reveal the who, how it happens, but let's just say we're getting into more of the gods and monsters in Doctor Who. We've dealt with it before, but I don't think now we've started dealing with beings that are a little bit more than what the Doctor can handle. You know, you thought the toy maker was a lot. We're up for more. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites so far within this season. It was definitely phenomenal. It felt scary. I really like the special effects in this episode. Again, it just felt like Doctor Who. I don't know how to explain that feeling. But like I said, with Jodie, it just never felt like it was there for some reason. Maybe it was the theme. It could be the music. It could have been the complete like just the topics all together. But like I said, like the Devil's Court felt like Doctor Who. This is a great episode. This is also you know, a great this is a great introduction to like really see what your companion can do under pressure, knowing what the stakes of the game. But you know, the danger of traveling with the Doctor is not gone. And that's definitely one of the things that I definitely like to see. And of course, you know, getting a nice little cameo space episode. We did Rosa Parks and Jodie's episode. I hate that episode. It has nothing to do with this. I'm just saying, like, it's a tasteful, better way to do historical figures. I don't think that was it. That's my opinion. I don't think that was it. But like I said, overall so far, I'm loving it. I have no. I mean, I'm loving the fact we got a black doctor. That's always a plus. I thought, of course, there's probably still going to be some people in the works that's going to have an issue with this, have a problem. Right now, like I said, it's pretty solid. I'm loving the new TARDIS. I'm loving Ncuti. I'm loving Millie. I'm loving this overall new world. These new rules have been set for the Doctor Who, and see what's going forward. Like I said, there's still a couple things I'm kind of about. I mean, obviously, David Tennant's Doctor is not dead; it's still there in the background. How do you avoid such a major issue? Hopefully, like I said, I've only watched the first two, hoping to see if maybe they address that. But you also don't want to overuse the David Tennant button because he's come back what 3-4 times now. So you don't want to overuse that to the point where fans start to predict it. And you definitely want to take the training wheels off for Ncuti so he can go ahead and do his thing. It's already been confirmed too that we know we're getting 3 seasons. We're getting more companions, obviously. Like all of that is public knowledge. But like I said, just the start of this show so far, May 10th is going to be a blast for anybody that, if you haven't watched Doctor Who, I think this is a really good starting point. Like I said, it doesn't have any of the baggage of having to deal with watching, 15 plus years of episodes or anything. I mean, you still get a lot of clue. It does help. And I think it does, give the series overall just more of a fulfilling watch if you do have that lore, but it's not necessary. But overall, like I said, these first 2 episodes were pretty good. First one, like I said, it was okay. The second one was just phenomenal. I really hope to see more of this and what Ncuti and Millie are going to do throughout the season. I'm definitely interested. I really love this Doctor style, the energy, just everything about him. Maybe it's just the youth. Seeing a young Doctor that's not bogged down by all of things going on, because I feel like we've dealt with that for so long. Seeing the Doctor's just, oh man, life just kind of getting down to him, living for so long, it starts to become a burden. Whereas though I feel like with 15th Doctor, we got a Doctor that's a little bit more excited about what's next. Still hasn't seen everything, doesn't know what's going to happen. And I think that's going to be real big for the show, especially if we're going to be getting this Ncuti for 3-4 seasons, hopefully, and some specials. So, like I said, Doctor Who's back. It's on Disney Plus. Starting May 10th, getting 2 episodes with Space Babies and the Devil's Cord. Let me know what you guys think about the episodes in the comments once you guys get a chance to watch it. Like I said, as a big Doctor Who fan, like I said, I have my ups and downs, but so far it's starting off pretty good. I've got nothing bad to say. But like I said, let me know what you thought about it below. Leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you once we get more Doctor Who. I'll see you guys next time. See you.